Was the qualifying match for the men.
Fatal four-way: Jey Uso,
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed, Sheamus, and Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
Fatal four-way, ladies and gentlemen. And this match, everybody break loose. Seth Rollins showed up. Braun Breaker showed up. Sami Zayn showed up. LA Knight showed
Mm-hmm.
up. Cody Rhodes showed up.
Yeah.
Everybody showed up, and at the end,
Mm-hmm.
everybody got the victory. But Jey Uso once again is the winner. Um, I guess he wants his championship back again.
Yeah.
And remember, the winner of this King of the Ring will have a chance to be face the champion at SummerSlam for
Mm-hmm.
the championship. We don't know who it
Mm-hmm.
can be, but Jey Uso got the victory. Now he faces Cody Rhodes
Yeah.
on Monday Night Raw next week.
And a lot of people in the live chat tonight, they were telling us in the watch along how they feel. A lot of reactions from the fans. Uh, why would you put then Jay Uso as a mystery opponent if they were gonna expose? I mean, they were
Because he
gonna
lost
say
the
it at the end of the
world
day. I
title,
mean, I still don't
and
understand that.
to give him another chance, just to give him
Mm-hmm.
another rematch 1-on-1,
Right.
this is what they had to do to put him in the tournament.
I guess so. But if you take a look in reality, because a lot of people they were saying in the media, which it makes sense, we understand. Uh, let's put it this way: Rikishi, right? Correct. That is, it's Jey Uso, the Usos' father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he tends to do this whole thing, complaining in media, speak up way too much to the point that he's exposing a lot of stuff from the creativity. I've heard that and I read it in articles. Is that true that they are not apparently using his song, right? I mean,
His song.
yeah, in the creative way that he should, or it's just because he's saying it. Well, yeah, it's my blood and all this stuff dramatically, or in reality, how do you see at this point the quality of championship that Jey Uso is having
If he
or
says
has
that, he
had?
has to talk about the other son, Jamie Uso.
Right.
It wasn't the
Why?
other
Come again?
Jimmy Uso has nothing. Has they haven't no, he has nothing. He has done hasn't done anything. Is not in matches. Has not had championship. Has never fought solo. So he's talking about Jey Uso. How come he doesn't talk about his other son Jimmy,
That's a good
Big
question.
Jim?
That's
That
what
they
I'm
don't put him
trying
on
to
TV
say.
enough to win a
Oh,
championship.
but wait, I'm sure that again, this is the latest comment. I'm not saying he
Jey
hasn't.
Uso's done
I'm
everything
not
he
saying
can,
he
and he's
hasn't.
been championing all the time.
I'm not saying he hasn't said nothing about the other song. I'm saying that we understand when everything goes well and everybody's having momentum. Of course, you're gonna praise them and you're gonna say how happy you are because that was the way he was expressing it in the podcast about Jacob Fatu and about Jey Uso for the first round. With the championships that they were having. But my question is, why? Yeah, you think that right now he's focusing in the wrong way? Is that what it is?
Well, Jey Uso has done everything he can to do everything. He's won championships. He's been tag team champion, been world champion. He's been intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is done.
Mm-hmm.
He should talk about his son Jimmy that haven't put
Mm-hmm.
him enough time to win championships and do what he has to do to get to the top, and just like his brother.
Right. Right. So it looks like it was about the moment that they couldn't find the right storyline or the right brand for each of the brothers. Is that what you're trying to say?
Of course, they
Because the
haven't.
reason that Jey Uso at the end of the day he got the title shot and the Intercontinental Championship first, it was basically because Jimmy Uso was not present. He was supposed to get an injury, right? And that was the moment when you see Jey Uso for the first time, everything doing it on his own, like, and it was a huge challenge for him to demonstrate how far he can reach and he can have this type of promos with Braun Breaker first. Remember? And funny thing is that it worked too well to the point that I guess the actual fans they were asking for it so bad, and that was the reason that they gave him the title shot. It was not even because we understand the fans. Everybody's eating and she's so colorful and so so happy. I don't know, right? But in reality, the changes that they have done by Triple H or by the creative or by whoever it is in WWE, are saying specifically that there's no quality on the championships of Jey Uso. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I guess they don't see him as a champion enough
And not
to have
enough.
to stay with the title so much time.
Exactly. Not that enough.
So
And everybody, I guess, for a moment, they were saying or expecting to see a change of title until SummerSlam. I guess everybody was putting the faith on Jey Uso to the point that, yeah, maybe Jey Uso, he might lose the title by Seth Rollins cashing in, right? Or in an actual pay per view such as SummerSlam. Maybe at SummerSlam, we're going to see a new champion, and that'll be the perfect moment to lose for Jey Uso. No, it happened before a pay per view, not even past a month, right? No,
hmm
past 2 months, sorry, right? He got it on WrestleMania, and that's it. WrestleMania, it passed 1 month, and then boom, Monday Night Raw. You saw suddenly Gunther, who was apparently kind of lost in media. They were saying, "Wait, something happened to Gunther. He's not posting nothing related to WWE. He hasn't said nothing." But you do have again Gunther having a rematch, and that's the moment when we were thinking, like, why he has a rematch? Does he deserve it? Yeah, kind of, but not exactly. And that was the moment of the
Gunther
shocking
gives them
moment.
ratings. That's what.
Apparently, Gunther gave me ratings. It's kind of weird because I don't see people crazy about it, about Gunther's products. Oh my God, I love the merchandise for Gunther.
But Gunther's more presented as a champion. More
He's
more
more
per,
presentable,
more presentable as
and
a
Jey
champion.
Uso's a clown,
For
kind
them,
of.
I guess, is more Gunther more
Yes,
presentable
it is.
than Jey
Yes, it is.
Uso
Yes, it is. Lamentably.
in the way of his
Mm-hmm.
dressing, his way of being, and all that.